episode of Spilled Ink with our host,
Emily!
And Daidus. And today, what are we doing?
We were kind of dreading this episode, but today we're going to practice drawing shoes.
Alright.
Which is one of the things that we have stated we don't like drawing, but,
And feet.
We have to learn. And feet. And so today we have this shoe foot reference book that I got off of Amazon Japan. Unfortunately, I don't think there's an English version, but if you're interested, I will put a link in the description down below. But this book was actually recommended to me by a fellow artist on that art retreat I went to in September.
This book is basically saying, learn to draw feet first.
Yeah. Learn the anatomy of a foot. But the thing that really sold this book for me is they have like a 360 turnaround reference
of
every different type of shoe. So they have sneakers, they have other shoes too. Like this book, pretty crazy. They show you what the shoe would look like if you were walking as opposed to running. So it's like bent a little more when it's running. There's another sneaker that has like a 360. Like this is perfect for references. Like specifically, if you're drawing a specific type of shoe, you want to draw a loafer, you need it specifically at like a 3/4 angle, 270 degree angle. Bam, there you go. It has it. Like this is pretty awesome. So do you guys like my pom pom pudding nails?
Oh yeah, it's so distracting.
Pom pom pudding.
It's so big.
He's just resting on my thumb.
Look, it's just.
He's so big.
It's just jutting out. Wow, Crocs.
Yeah, Crocs.
I don't think I've ever seen an anime character wearing a Croc before.
Yeah. Oh,
they got everything, huh?
They even show you like broken shoes. See,
what?
There's like the flip flop coming out of the flip flop hole.
They did not need to do that.
Every occasion, they got different styles of shoes. They have UGG boots. They got little school shoes that you see the characters wear.
Oh yeah, that's
and, like,
not relatable at all.
You see how it like folds?
Yeah.
When you're walking, like they get really. This is very realistic.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
say.
I love these old school Edo era.
I got this mostly because I really like how useful the 360 angle reference is. Like this is sick. Because we've all had that moment where you're drawing a character in a very specific pose, but you're like, I don't know what this shoe looks like at this specific angle.
Yeah, most of the time we cheat and we just draw socks.
Yeah, for example, my YouTube persona, I don't know if you guys have noticed, she doesn't wear shoes. I mean, you don't really see her feet like ever, but she only wears socks. But I bookmarked a few exercises in here that I thought we could do. We're not gonna do anything too crazy today.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do a few simple exercises.
So hopefully you guys can follow along if you would like.
Yeah, if you want to.
Let's learn together.
All right, we got this.
Oh, it's very handy, you guys.
Mudan book clip, perfect for when we're filming.
Apparently, it
like
won
this.
some stationery awards.
Yeah. First step: draw the small holes, the upper part of like the shoe. But they say that it's easier to draw just half of the hole because you're gonna cover it anyway with the laces. Mm-hmm. So you're basically drawing like kind of like half moons.
All right.
I think my difficulty is gonna be like drawing this and then the rest of the shoe.
Oh yeah. Okay, mine's not very spaced out, but who cares?
That's all okay.
Right. Next.
Then the second one is pass the string through one of the holes. Either way is fine, but this time we'll start from the right side. Okay. Oh, and then in the picture here, they have the bottom one just going straight across.
The bottom one's straight across.
Straight across over. Okay.
Okay.
So we have the first part down.
Yeah, this is kind of handy.
Yeah, this is really handy.
All right, what's next?
And then the third one is pass the string through the hole on the other side. Basically, we're going to do the same thing, but it goes kind of over.
What? Okay, it goes over.
Yeah, so here, I'll try.
Okay, I kind of get it.
And also goes towards the one at the bottom. So it goes like this, right? Daidus? Like that?
Okay, it goes inside but over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we had the small eraser that we brought home. We left it at home. How's that?
That looks good.
Okay.
And then lastly, you're going to add a bow and then the finer details at the top. So like the stitching and then the bow.
The bow. I'm glad you talked me to pencil because this is...
Yeah, I told you. You were trying to get all cocky. I saw that.
Let's do non-pencil. Let's commit to ink.
Wait, what if we make a mistake? And then finally, there's little stitching details. If you want to go super realistic, I feel like this is kind of unnecessary, again, if you're trying to go for a more simplistic style, which I usually do, but...
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
All right. What is next?
That's it.
Your shoe's so fat.
What? What do you mean?
It's wide. Something about it looks baby is all I'm saying.
Okay, maybe I got the proportions wrong. I don't know. But I was just focusing on the laces.
All right. Well, that was kind of hard.
Yeah, a little bit. There was just a lot of parts to consider.
I could not imagine having a character with realistic shoes and having to draw the laces over and over and over again every panel.
Yeah, and the thing is, we didn't even draw like the rest of the shoe. This was just an exercise for the laces.
All right, so
but
what's next?
Again, as the book states, you don't have to always start from the right to the left. Like you can just either one. We're just following the book's example.
Well, it's good to have like one side memorized so you can just
I could just copy paste.
Yeah.
But one of the things I like about the way they show you how to draw shoes in this book is they kind of break it down in parts. So let me find it real quick. So for example, I'm going to the loafers chapter, and when they show you how to draw the loafer, they kind of break it down in individual pieces. So they start off with like the bottom of the shoe, or you start off the sock, and then they're like, all right, add the bottom. And like, which is kind of surprising to me because I would assume that this would be last.
Oh yeah, what? Oh yeah. Huh.
And then they're like, all right, slowly shape the shoe and then add the finer details at the end. Which I feel like is a good way to break everything down.
Yeah.
Just like the different parts of the shoe.
Yeah, no, starting from the sock is always good.
Yeah. So, would you like to practice drawing a loafer with me?
Okay, let's loafer it
this
up.
This is the next exercise. Draw a foot wearing a sock. And I guess we're drawing the left foot. Not that it matters, we're just drawing a foot.
I will draw that foot in the book.
Yeah, I will draw the book foot. And it was kind of interesting that we're jumping straight into shoes before we do a feet episode.
For real. I feel like drawing toes and drawing socks is a completely different world.
Yeah.
Toes is like difficult. At least for me.
The next step is to draw the sole so that it extends slightly beyond the toe. Because this is basically what the foot is like resting on.
Okay.
That part of the loafer. So you're going to draw this to go a little bit past the toes. Okay. So you're basically drawing like a little platform for the foot, right?
Boom.
Oh, nice. Wow. Looks so cozy.
Platform. I kind of like this breaking down thing. It's like...
Yeah.
So now I
it
know
makes it easier. Makes it less overwhelming, I think.
Right, because, okay, you know... When I draw, at least the manga recently, I start with the tongue thing. I go like that.
Yeah, that's what I usually do too.
That, but then like I feel like this method's better because you just draw the sock and then you go from there.
Yeah, and also I think this kind of creates like a boundary for the foot so that you don't accidentally make the shoe too big.
Yeah, like a building structure.
It's like, yeah, you don't go past this foundation. You just build on it. You start at the bottom, then you build on it. The next one, they said add the upper part. So I guess this is when you're creating kind of like the shape of the shoe. And it said that this line here, like that crease of the shoe and the line here should be parallel. I'm hoping we're making this clear for anyone who's watching at home. And they said the toes should be curled in the shoe. Basically like here, right?
Yeah, there's some space in there. Okay. Okay.
All right.
You okay?
Yeah, ready for the next step?
Yep.
Next step is add the saddle straps. The saddle is not positioned in the center of your foot, but slightly towards your toes. Next, we're gonna draw this part, which I guess is just kind of in the middle.
The strap thingy.
Yeah. And then they said don't forget to add a bit of thickness here.
All right.
Whatever that means.
More heel.
Yeah.
So I guess you want it like popping out a little bit out of the foot to give it some like dynamic oomph or something, some pop out or something.
What do you mean dynamic?
Some volume.
Yeah, a little bit of thickness.
Yeah.
Because it's not like your foot is like shrink wrapped to this shoe.
Yeah, and the rest is just detail.
Yeah, and then the rest is just adding the details, so like the flap of the shoe.
Wow, so they did the tongue last. That's funny.
Yeah, I know. We always start with the lip of the shoe. Wow, my very first loafer that I've ever drawn. Wow, these look good, actually.
Okay, so
looks good.
a thing to keep in mind is start with the sole first.
Mm-hmm.
build it, foundation,
and then details last.
The tongue last.
Yeah, because I think
the tongue last.
I think about how I would have drawn a loafer before, and I think I would have literally just like.
Yeah, that's what I do. The tongue, and you're like, okay.
Like, I would have been like, okay, and then I guess I do this last.
Yeah, I do that last.
Yeah. Here's one that's kind of similar to a loafer, but it's a dress shoe.
All right.
It kind of follows the same steps where you draw the sole of the shoe. And this one looks like it extends even further than what the loafers did. And then you draw the general shape of it, and then you add little details.
Well, this is a good start
we'll go
because,
step by
like,
step.
a regular shoe, you can transform into a lot of things. You can turn it into a boot. You can turn it into a sneakers. You just make it a little bit fatter.
Yeah, I think as long as you know how to draw the sole and the general shape of the shoe, you can get pretty creative with it. Okay, so we're going to start off the same way we started the loafer. We're going to draw the sock.
Okay, this guy has a different sock this time.
Yeah, and you don't have to be super accurate. It is a sock, after all. The second step is add the sole under the foot. And as you can see in the picture, the sole protrudes beyond the toes. So for the loafer, it said that the sole just slightly went past the toes, but in this one, it like protrudes.
Okay, protrudes.
Like
lots of toe space.
Yeah, lots of toe space. The third part says, roughly draw the upper part. And if you see here, Daidus, it says the instep line is sharp. And then the opening and heel lines are curved. Like that?
Yeah, that's what I did, but mine looks kind of weird. Whatever.
Yeah, it's okay if they don't look perfect. We're just trying it out. Yeah, and then the next step is to basically draw the rest of the details of the shoe.
Draw the rest of the owl.
Draw the rest of the owl. But they specify that the front should be like curved a bit. So notice it's like they made it blocky for the general shape, and then they sort of smoothed it out over here.
Okay. My shoe don't look as good as the book, but whatever.
This is just like the Copic book where we're like, why does our grape not look as juicy as our grapes? No, that looks great.
And then draw more detail
at
the end.
So like the stitching here, like specifically in these like sections.
Okay.
I think this is more of a realism tip, but in the bottom here, they even give like a point of like a common mistake, I guess, when you're drawing dress shoes. So over here it says that this should be divided basically into like 3 different sections of the shoe. Like these should be seen as 3 different parts.
Yeah, it makes it more 3D. Huh?
Yeah, whereas here it's just like a straight line.
This is how I draw feet.
Yeah, me too. That's how I draw it too. But yeah, it's cool. It's nice that they give little tips on just little details you should be mindful of that can completely change the look. All it takes is just like, 3 little bulging lines to make it look that much more realistic. What do we think?
What do you think, ink droppers?
Ink drops.
I like saying ink droppers.
Ink droppers.
Oh, this is really good.
Thanks. I like your shoes as well.
You draw your feet so fat.
I do.
It's a baby shoe.
Are they fat?
It's a baby shoe.
That's true. It does look like I drew like kids' feet.
This is a 10-year-old. This is a 10-year-old loafer.
I'm not used to drawing shoes. That's why I'm practicing.
That's cute. That's cute.
Okay, there's an entire chapter focusing on just heels. But one of the tips that I thought was really useful is over here, where just like the dress shoe tip, it kind of shows you the different ways in which drawing the back of the heel can look wrong. So like, okay, I'm very guilty of doing this. I don't know how to draw like heel backs that look like this. I might want to practice this if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
But the tips that they point out specifically are that the heel line here, it's like an inverted V, whereas a common mistake is to just draw it straight across. Which is not what it looks like, right? It's like just these little subtle details.
I see.
Unfortunately, there is no like tutorial on how to draw this step by step, so we're just gonna try it and explain our thought process as we do it.
We're gonna draw the owl.
So basically, the way I would draw heels, the thing is, I would try to avoid drawing
okay,
heels
how
on the
about
back.
let's not look at the reference. You want to try to draw
like
the heel?
I would always draw it like, God, it looks so bad.
Yeah, let me free ball it.
Like, it just never looked right. So I would just avoid it.
Okay, yeah, looks ugly. This is my non-reference heel.
Oh, that doesn't look bad at all.
You know, that straight line kind of helps, like that. Oh, that's kind of helpful. If you can find the middle of the back,
Yeah.
then you can draw the ball joint here.
This is hard. I mean, I feel like this looks better than this, but I still have not figured out the secret.
Okay, it jets out a little bit past the ankle here. It curves into the ball thingy-bob. This goes in and then out, like so. And then I ran out of space, but that's cool. And the toes fan out, like so. And then you do the detail here. Boom, boom. And then shade, because shading's cool.
A lot of trial and error, I think.
Yeah, you gotta erase and like, you gotta eyeball it at the end, really. Unfortunately, that's what makes drawing shoes and feet so hard. There is no easy answer.
Yeah. I tried drawing a heel kind of using the same method that we learned from the loafer and the dress shoe.
Oh, wow, that looks really good.
Really? Thanks.
How would you draw it before?
I guess...
Oh, you just go in? Oh,
yeah. I don't know, but this time I decided to try doing like the sole thing
but this
first.
looks really good, though.
Thanks. Yeah, and then drawing like the general shape of the heel, and then making it more rounded at the back because I noticed that's a thing they do with the heels.
Yeah.
And then making sure the heel that you draw is on the exact same level as like the front sole of the shoe.
Oh, that's good. What are you thinking of my back heel?
Whoa, that looks good.
I ran out of space.
Wait, this looks sick.
You think so?
It looks like she's taking a step.
Yeah, I ran out of space. But, so, what
did you gather from this?
What I gathered, at least from the back, which is really difficult to draw, that if you can find the middle point of the back, then you draw this ball joint. Mm-hmm. I think the rest is like you can build around that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I draw the Daidus hat, I start with this part first because then, you know, you can find the angle. It's a guide point, really.
Yeah.
You're just using it as a guide. So with this,
like if Daidus is like looking up, then you know that it's like
if he's looking up, I make the square look like that. See? Then I put the line there, and then now I know he's looking up. Right, so then you get the eyes there. But like with the shoe, if you're doing it from the back, you're like, okay, where's the midpoint? Boom. Then you draw one of those, and then there's the ball, there's the heel, and then you just build the rest of the freaking owl.
Draw the rest of the fucking shoe. Again, I would like to reiterate, there are probably, there's definitely tons of like drawing tutorials on YouTube about how to draw a shoe.
Yeah, we're just newbies drawing with you guys.
I don't want this video to come across like, guys, we're gonna teach you all the tips on how to draw a shoe. This is us practicing together, and you were joining us and watching us struggle and try and figure out what the heck this book is telling us. But yeah, as I mentioned before, little 360 view of the shoes, so you can even learn how to draw it from like below, real front, like look at that perspective.
Let's try some of that.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, this one looks like it's taking a step.
Oh, I noticed. There's some things I noticed too that I didn't notice before. The very front of the heel. Every time I drew the front of a heel, I never drew this like front part like lifting up.
Ah, yeah.
That does make a difference, huh? Or like how if you see it from a bird's eye view, or if you look at the heel from above at this angle, you don't actually see the heel. That's another thing I find interesting. Okay, I'm going to draw this heel walking and running using this page as reference, and Daidus will be referencing these sneakers.
Woo! It's sneaker time!
Yeah, side view. So Daidus, question.
Yo!
I remember where I first learned how to draw like shoes. Where did you first learn?
Oh, I always avoided shoes.
Oh.
I do that, you know, the classic only draw from the waist up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think from my YouTube videos, there's no reason for me to ever really draw full body all that much. And even then, I feel like my main channel art style is very simple. So when I draw feet, it kind of looks like this.
Wait, no, but it's good to simplify things to make it faster, right? That's why you're so fast. You figured out a system.
But
right?
as a result, I don't know how to draw shoes all that well.
Let me tell you, even when I was in, art college, I was drawing naked bodies with feet, so I couldn't even draw shoes then. So
you're like, I could draw a sick toe.
No, even then, like they taught you to like draw the toes like in like sock form. They tell you to transform the foot into
really?
socky so you can Because it's all about the shape of the human body, not like...
Do you think these toes look 2 fingers?
Those look like my toes. I got finger toes. You guys, I don't know if you guys know this. Yeah, the feet people like... Yeah. I got long toes. I got monkey toes.
I never noticed. I don't look at your toes that much.
My parents are always so like amazed when I open a door with my foot because I can open if there's a doorknob I can use my foot and open it. I can grab it and twist it.
I have a question. Is it normal for I don't think I know anyone who has like a fully sized pinky toenail.
Fully sized?
Pinky toenail? Everyone I know, including myself.
I have a full size pinky toenail.
My pinky toenail looks like this.
It does.
All right. Gonna draw the foundation just like the book taught me.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like I'm just copying the book right now. Let me pretend that like
you're analyzing.
Like I have to draw it from my mind, and I'm taking what I learned from doing the exercise, right?
Yeah.
So, first I would draw this sock. Let's draw a Daidus foot. So, his sock kind of looked like that.
Okay. So I drew the platform for the heel that I am referencing. Strap here, slightly curved and also extending over here past the platform. If I'm talking as if I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a classic though. You have to, it's kind of like analyzing, right? It's not like you're right or anything. It's, it's nice to talk out loud.
Yeah. So did you ever you never were interested in learning how to draw shoes?
I only draw shoes if I have to.
It was out of survival. I think the first time I ever attempted to draw heels was because I was like 7 or something. I was like 6. I was really young. But I saw one of my brother's like school art projects, and I don't know, this became a core memory. He drew a lady pushing a grocery cart in a store. This was like, he must have been in middle school or high school. But I remember I saw how he drew the heels, and I was like, oh, I want to draw heels like that. Because when I was a kid, the way I drew heels was literally like...
the classic, yeah.
Oh, like that, right? But then I distinctly remember, like, his lady had, like, form. Like that. Like, it was really simple, but I was like, this changes everything.
Yo, your bro could have been an artist.
I think he could have. I remember his art projects looking pretty good. And then sneakers, the way I draw sneakers is very, like... I draw the same sneakers. I draw the lip. I draw this thing at the front. And then, bam.
Yeah, I do it similar. So if I weren't using the book, I don't even draw the feet. I start like this. It's so bad. And then I just like...
Yeah. Just a general form.
And then I add the thing at the end like that. But it doesn't look that...
It doesn't look bad.
It looks passable, but, Then you do the detail, right? Everyone has their own methods. All right, so anyway, I'm using their method. So I just drew the foot, the sock form. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's like stepping.
Oh, you're drawing the front view?
Yeah, I don't know how, though. So then I'm going to draw the platform. So, boom. It jets out. You got to remember, it jets out. I'm talking like as if I know. And I noticed the platform touches the pinky toe.
I feel like the platform's even thicker than that.
See, step by steps go out the window when you change the angle. It's ogre. It's ogre.
I suddenly don't know how to draw anything.
Suddenly, now I'm buying a shoe and I'm taking a photo with my camera, and now I'm just using the photo I took as reference. To be honest, that's what Yotsuba's manga artist does.
Oh, yeah.
He literally just bought Yotsuba's shoe, and he's like, I'm just going to draw this shoe at any angle I want. Oh, nice. It's looking... Wow, okay.
Man, that looks good.
Yeah, wow. I'm doing the tech.
What do you think of my heels?
This one is like... It looks like it's curving a little bit.
Yeah, so...
because he's walking.
She's running, so her foot
running.
is like slightly floating. So it said that the soles of your feet, especially the arches, will float slightly, like above the shoe. So instead of shaping the platform directly underneath the foot, I made it so that the end of the shoe is kind of below the heel, because when she's running, I mean, you don't have to do it that way. I think that's just the way the book is trying to show.
I think you made this too curved.
Oh, too curved? Okay.
Because I think it, like, kind of like that, right? Oh, I don't know, actually. Because it's feeling kind of round here, right? It's like curving a little bit.
Because I'm trying to get that dramatic shape of like, oh, she's running.
Oh, so tough.
I know, this is tough. It's funny, before we recorded this, we were like, I guess we could make this kind of like a art instructional video where we follow along with the book.
And we're like, what's
But
going
now
on?
we're just kind of winging it.
That's art, isn't it?
All right, Daidus, question. Since we're on the topic of shoes,
Yo.
what's your favorite type of shoe?
Say no more. Oh, okay. Oh, favorite type of shoe? I'm a Adidas guy because if you change the letters, it almost says Daidus. It's like,
oh my God! Is that the only reason?
No, I'm literally kidding. I'm not that gung-ho about my own branding, okay? no, I really like Adidas because they feel like socks to me.
Oh, okay.
I get the ones that feel like socks. And then my go-to for winter and fall is my Red Wings, baby.
You love your Red Wings.
I polish it with wax and everything. And then I kiss it goodnight. And I say, good night, Red Wings. Just kidding. I'm joking.
No, he's not.
I'm half joking.
I've witnessed this.
And like, I'm not, like, I like my one shoe and that's it. I have one shoe and I wear it for a year. And then I switch to the next shoe.
I know. I wear my shoes until they are fucking obliterated. Oh no! Oh my God!
Whoa.
Oh, I just remembered something.
What?
I will include a picture. So from the brand Mela, I had these beautiful strawberry heels. They were so cute. I think you've seen them. They're these beautiful strawberry heels, a little bow in the back, very cutesy, very cute, very adorable, very sweet. And I remember these heels were so comfortable. I could run in them. I could walk all day in them. They're so comfy. Anyone who's coming to Japan, if you want to buy heels, you should buy them in Japan because I feel like they're made for walking because everyone walks so much over here.
I want to buy heels.
So the heels I buy are always very comfy. And these heels were so comfy. They were so comfy, in fact, that I wore them on like that art retreat trip I went on. And we were like hiking up this like temple mountain thing. I forgot exactly where it was. It was kind of a walk, but I was dressed real cute that day and I wore my strawberry heels and I walked the entire like mountain in these heels and my feet were fine. However, by the end of the day, the soles had like ripped apart basically because of like the rough terrain I was walking on all day.
It reminds me when we went to Disney Sea and there was this girl in the line.
No, I remember that. That was awful.
And we looked behind and it was all bloody. Her back of her heel was all bloody because she was wearing these crazy shoes and it was disturbing because I could feel the pain just looking at it. I felt
so bad. I was like, damn, I wish I had Band-Aids on me.
I know. She needed Band-Aids bad.
Dude, everyone knows the pain of blistering on the back of the number of times the back of my feet have just been left raw and bleeding.
Ew.
Because I had to break in a new pair of shoes.
What? I never bleed when I break in new shoes, but probably because I wear comfortable shoes.
Whoa! That looks good!
Does it look like he's stepping, though?
Yeah, it looks great.
Well, I do. You know what? I do like the lace technique that they taught me, though, because that was really handy. Like, it didn't... The fact that the shoelace goes inside the flap...
It really makes it look more pro.
Yeah.
Maybe the only useful tip we offered was the laces. And that wasn't even our tip.
For real.
Okay, this is... You know, honestly, though, learning how to draw the back of the heel has been pretty useful.
Yeah, at least we learned something.
Yeah. What do you think of the backs of my heels, walking and running?
Oh, this looks like it's kind of running. Yeah, this one looks like it's walking.
Yeah, it's walking.
Is it supposed to be this flat? Like,
I was just following the book.
They added some shadow to make it look like...
Oh, the ground she's like running on? I see, okay.
Yeah, that looks better. Wow, okay. I think that, like, this needs to be arched a little bit, like that.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to draw on you.
No worries. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, I think raise this heel a little bit higher because that'll make her heel look higher.
Yeah, okay.
Or her.
Dude, it's all in the details, huh?
Yeah, it's small subtleties.
Yeah, there we go. Daidus, what's your shoe size?
Is this for the foot enthusiasts?
Oh,
enthusiasts out there?
Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't say.
What's your shoe size? What's the girth of your...
Flat foot or arch? You got hairy feet?
That's a dang flat foot or arch?
Yeah, my brother's flat-footed.
Am I flat-footed?
I don't know. I don't know what your feet look like, remember?
I'm arch.
Aren't you not allowed to, like, serve in the Marine Corps or the military if you got flat feet. Is that still a thing?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Yo, Google that. What the heck? That's crazy talk.
In the past, military enlistment was not permitted for people with flat feet, but the policy has recently been changed.
Why are flat-footed people, they can't run or something? They're bad at running? Any flat-footers out there?
Flat-footers. Was it considered a disability?
What? This is crazy. This is all new to me. The more you know.
Yeah, I remember because my brother was in the Marine Corps, and I remember he told me, like, oh yeah, you're not allowed in if you have flat feet.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. How's the front view of my heel?
Why is there only... Is that the fifth toe?
It's like hidden.
Oh,
the pinky
okay.
toe's like, look.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, you know what? I think I leveled up today.
You did?
I think so.
I think I leveled up just from the lace tutorial. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
These are some good looking laces.
Look, I have to do it again. Watch. 1, 2,
Oh
3,
snap, oh snap. He's
4,
cooking, he's cooking.
5, and then you just go...
Oh yeah.
Alright, there's my freaking foot. Or shoes.
Yeah. Maybe have some stitching on the side.
Oh,
wait,
that's stitching?
Oh,
No,
sorry,
that's showing the shoe.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
not stitching. I was fooled. Just kidding.
I guess if you want to, so then you can build up on it. So if you want to, you can do like, I don't know, add more thickness to that if you want.
Yeah, I wanna master like just drawing the backs of shoes.
Well, what have we learned today, folks?
Shoes are hard.
And so are feet.
And feet, yeah.
And hands.
Yeah, I guess like a prerequisite is figuring out the anatomy of a foot and then just drawing the shoe around it, huh?
Yeah, I would believe so. We need a feet episode eventually.
Yeah,
You know it's
do a
coming.
foot episode.
You know it's coming. Mm-hmm. I like how we skipped feet episode for shoe episode.
Well, okay, that's because I was really excited about getting this book. Again, link will be in the description if you want to check it out. This is recommended to me. Yeah, this is just like a good reference book in general. Not necessarily like an art tutorial. I think this book is under the assumption that you already kind of know what you're doing.
This is way better than going out and buying a shoe yourself and like for $40 and using it as reference, you know?
Yeah. I just really love that they have like the
All
different
the
angles, yeah, for the different types of shoes.
Well, I think if your character wears sneakers, you're eventually gonna learn how to just be really good at drawing the sneaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're good at drawing heels because your characters always draw heels.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I do
okay,
like
I've mastered
heels. Maybe you can be a master of Crocs. Where are the Crocs?
it. No, don't give them the wrong idea.
You could be a master of Crocs, you guys. I can't even find them. Never mind.
I
Can't
want
find
to be.
them.
You know what I'll be a master of?
What, those clunky wood shoes?
How'd you know I was gonna do
I
that?
already knew.
Where is it? It reminds me of Princess Mononoke or Goemon. Goemon.
Oh yeah, that guy in Mononoke.
Goemon wears that. No, his is like.
Yeah. Like super, they're like stilettos of the time.
That's so funny. All right.
Yeah, we could sit here all day and draw shoes, but we just want to do a fun little casual exercise, just a little brain teaser.
And hopefully you guys drew with us if you want.
Yeah. Let us know if we should do a shoe episode again. I kind of don't want to.
No, feet episode. Screw it.
Feet episode. That's
We don't need another shoe episode.
Okay, we would like to do a foot episode, but we'll have to do a hand episode first.
Yeah, we'll
because
do
I feel like we need to practice hands first.
Yep, that's
so we're doing
coming up.
everything kind of out of order.
It's coming out.
It's coming out. It's coming out soon.
Spoilers.
Oh yes, but don't tell anybody. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, hanging out with us for this short, quick episode.
Yeah, sorry it's not as exciting as the other episodes, but you know.
Listen, some weeks we need to have just little brain teasers. And of course, thank you to our patrons who got to see this episode a bit earlier. So if you see any older comments and you're like, why is this comment so old but the video's so new? They're a patron probably. And if you would like those same privileges, please check out our link in the description down below.
Yay!
Yeah! Otherwise though, thanks so much for tuning in every single week. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye!
Bye!
You ruined it with the cough. Bye.